Hello everybody, my name is Colin. I love all things horror and physical media, and today, well, you read the title, I'm doing a massive physical media haul. This is not all from one trip. This has kind of been over the past couple weeks. I did take a trip today though to a record store not too far from me. Shout out to the Vinyl Dinosaur if you live in New Jersey. This place is awesome. They have such a cool selection. I spent like an hour in there today, grabbed a ton of DVDs at a super cheap price. They also took some trade-ins from me. So a really great interaction, really cool people there. Make sure to check it out if you live in New Jersey. And yeah, I want to go through a ton of movies that I got, like I said, over the past couple weeks. They're not all DVDs, but they mainly are. There's some Blu-rays, 4Ks, stuff like that thrown in here. Probably not going to talk too much about all the movies here just because there's so much to get through. I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. But yes, let's show off what I got and go through some of the cool finds. All right, so I'll just start making my way through the stacks here, starting off with Evil Dead. This is the remake from 2013. This ring light's really gonna piss me off, but you can see the cool cover there. I haven't watched this in a little bit. I remember really liking it when I saw it in theaters when it first came out. Excited to dive back in. And I had to pick up Evil Dead Rise as well. I got Thanksgiving, which also had a fun time when I saw it in the theaters when it came out. Cool holiday slasher from Eli Roth. Thanksgiving didn't really have a horror movie, so I'm happy that it got one. Hellraiser, original. Really the only one in the franchise I can give a damn about. I mean, I haven't dug into the franchise too deep, but from what I've heard, they're not too great. So glad to have the first one. It's a classic. I got Lee Winnell's The Invisible Man, which I really liked the first time I saw it, so excited to revisit that for sure. I got Hatchet. Very fun, kind of goofy, campy slasher if you haven't seen it. It's got Kane Hodder playing this swamp man. He's all fucked up and really brutal kills in that movie. Not the best movie, but again, it's a fun time. P2, this is like a Christmas horror movie, not so much a slasher, more of like a thriller, but definitely a cool holiday themed scary movie. One of my favorites, so happy to own this now. Final Destination 3. Now the reason I wanted this on its own is because of the bonus features on here. This has a really cool feature where you can like change the scenes, you choose the fate. Big thing pops up on the screen and says, do you want to do this or this? And you can actually have some characters survive and some of the outcomes change. Kind of gimmicky, but it's a fun time if you're a fan of the movie like I am. I picked up Halloween Ends. I know it's a divisive entry in the franchise, but I liked it. I think it's a good movie. It's not really a Halloween movie, I guess, to some people because there's not a ton of Michael Myers in it, but I like what they did. And then on the other side of that, you have Halloween Kills, which I think is a pretty straightforward, brutal, gory Halloween movie. Not the best also, but I'm just happy to have the whole trilogy on DVD now. Halloween, the 2007 remake from Rob Zombie I picked up. I haven't really sat down and watched them, so I'm excited to give them a fair appraisal. I have mixed feelings about House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects and stuff like that. I think Rob Zombie's a really cool dude. More so, I like his appreciation and ideas towards horror in general, but some of his movies aren't for me. Same token, Halloween 2. I've actually heard this one's a little better, so I'm excited to dig into them. I picked up Candyman, R.I.P. Tony Todd. I really wanted to own this. I remember watching it when I was younger, but I haven't watched it in a while, and I remember it being really good and scary, so excited to revisit that. Picked up House on Haunted Hill. I have not seen this. I don't know too much about it, but it's got a cool cast, and it's late 90s, and it looks like it's right up my alley. Picked up Smile. Had a really fun time with this when I watched it the first time. Excited to revisit it. A little bit more jump scares than I usually appreciate in movies, but I think they're done pretty well there. Strangers, unrated version. Excited to revisit this. Scared the hell out of me when I was younger. Don't know if it's held up, but it's a cool movie. And same deal with The Hills Have Eyes, unrated, that I got. Liked this a lot when I was a kid. Why was I watching this when I was a kid? I don't know. Scared me a lot. Don't know if it'll hold up, but wanted to own it. All right, trucking right along, I got Saw X. Love this movie. I've seen it twice now. Really great entry in the franchise. If it ends up being the last one, so be it. I think they really went out on a high note with this. Such a cool movie. To have Tobin Bell really shine and be like in the lead role for once in this franchise. Don't know why it took 10 movies to do it, but he is the star and steals the show here. This movie's so fucking good. Actually came in a black case. I swapped this out with Thanksgiving because that was in a clear case for some reason, just so it would match the rest of the movies. And yeah, this was the last one I needed for my Saw set. Speaking of which, I had to saw the final chapter, even though this movie sucks. Just wanted it for the sake of completion. I now have all of them. Saw 6 is on the way. I don't have it yet physically, but it's in the mail. So excited to get that and have the full set in cool, clear, matching cases. I picked up Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead in this cool little bundle DVD. I had them both separately in full screen editions, which were fine, but I actually traded them into the record store so that I could pick this up because these are widescreen, they're gonna look better, and they're in one cool nifty little bundle with all the special features intact. So one of my favorites. Had to get Gremlins. Still want to pick up the sequel, and I know they sell like a bundle pack, but I really wanted this on its own because it's one of my favorite movies. Napoleon Dynamite. This is just one of my favorite comedies. Haven't watched it in a little bit. I owned this when I was a kid. I'm happy to have it again because it's such a funny movie. Cloverfield. Now, I remember liking this a lot. I haven't watched it in a little bit. I remember this being a pretty cool found footage movie, and I'm excited to check it out again. Silver Linings Playbook is just one of my favorite like dramas. I read the book not too long ago, and I remember this just being a really great movie, so why not? Frankenweenie, to add to my Tim Burton collection. Happy to have this. Scary Movie, the first one. Not a great franchise. I have the fourth one. I'm happy to have the first one. I think it's the only other one that really kind of holds up at all. Obviously, some of the stuff hasn't aged well, but I think it's still a good parody of like Scream and that era of horror that I love so much. I picked up the first Wrong Turn, which I have not seen in a very long time. I again watched this when I was probably way too young on like the Sci-Fi Channel. I remember it being pretty creepy, so I'm excited to check it out again. Sorority Row. This is one I actually watched for the first time not too long ago. It's a pretty good movie. I mean, 2009, it's so 2009 it hurts, that movie. The music, the outfits, just everything about it takes you back to that era, and whether or not that's a good thing may vary for you, but for me it's a little nostalgic. So The Village by M. Night Shyamalan, I haven't heard great things about it, but I'm probably going to end up getting all of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, and probably not like After Earth or The Last Airbender and stuff like that, but all of his horror adjacent thrillers I like to own. I think they're, even if they're not great, they're funny enough. Got Red Dragon, which I'm excited about. I believe this is like a prequel to The Silence of the Lambs, which I love, so excited to dig into that. I got both Scream 6 and Scream 5 on DVD. Scream 4 is in the mail, so I'll have the whole set on DVD. Super excited about that. I love the Scream movies. I got the Leprechaun 8 film collection. I'm so happy to own all these movies now. They're so stupid, but they're so much fun. And to have them all in one little set here with their own discs is a lot of fun. I got Final Destination 5 on DVD. Again, I had the set that had all 5 of them like in one stack. I wanted all the DVDs on their own, so I got that. I think I'm just waiting for the first one in the mail now, and then I'll have the full set. I got The Boy. I have not seen this. It's unfortunately been spoiled for me, but I'm still excited to watch it. Anaconda. This movie fucking rocks. I hadn't seen it before I bought it. Ended up being really pleasantly surprised that it's just super goofy and campy, and it was right up my alley. A lot of fun. Jon Voight, I don't know what he's doing in that movie, but it was great. My buddy CJ just sent this to me. It's actually my birthday today at the time of filming. So he sent me this as a birthday gift. This is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre on 4K, which I'm so stoked about. I love this movie. I'm sure it's going to look incredible, and there is a fuck ton of special features on this, which I'm excited to dig into. Just a classic. I picked up the Evil Dead 2 on Blu-ray. Saw it at Walmart for like $10, I think. Great deal. I got the Alien 6 film collection on Blu-ray. Super excited about this. This has Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Resurrection, Prometheus, and Covenant. I've only seen the original, and I recently saw Romulus and liked it a lot. This, of course, does not include Romulus, but I'll probably end up picking that up on Blu-ray separately. Excited about this. I got the complete series of Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is like just such a great cartoon. Horror adjacent, especially the first season. So much fun. This is one of my favorite slashers recently, Black Christmas, the unrated cut from 2006, the remake. Obviously the original is a much better movie. This is still a really great time. Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. It was really sad to hear about her passing. She is in this movie, as well as just a bunch of like who's who from early 2000s. You got Lacey Chabert, Katie Cassidy, Crystal Lowe from Final Destination 3. Who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Mary Elizabeth Winstead's in this movie. Just a great cast, great time. I picked up Everything Everywhere All at Once for like $1. I was so surprised to find this at the collectible store by me. It was still sealed. Saw this in theaters, remember it being really great, made me cry. I'm excited to revisit it. Excited about these 2 movies. I got Blade 1 and 2, which I have not seen, but they look like they're fun as hell, so I'm excited to check them out. And lastly, I got Panic Room, which is a David Fincher movie I have not seen. So excited to own this because I love David Fincher and I'll eventually have all of his movies. Here's me from the future just to show off how everything fits on the shelf now. My Blu-rays over there, 4Ks, had to show off Halloween. Ton of my horror DVDs all here. Left a couple spots for some of the ones I have coming in the mail, like Final Destination. My Saw set. And then my non-horror DVDs down here at the bottom. Really happy with how it's coming together. Gonna need a new shelf soon. So yeah, guys, that is my massive physical media haul. Mainly DVDs, mainly horror. So yeah, guys, that is my most recent physical media haul. Massive. I know I probably have a problem and should probably stop. My collection's really been growing the past couple months. I've been super into this, and honestly, I got a ton of these for super cheap. Just stoked on how my collection's coming along. I love owning physical media. It's been so much fun to go out and find these in the wild and like curate this collection that is so me and just full of movies that I love and grew up with. So to own them is just so exciting for me. And to watch the collection grow has been a lot of fun. So if you're into physical media, if you like horror in any capacity, I'm uploading weekly right now on Wednesdays. Also do movie discussions on some stuff that I've seen. And yeah, have a good one, guys.